In the spring of last year, I retired gymnastics after competing in regionals where I got second on beam. I retired so that I could focus more on coaching gymnastics and track. I had a really great season in track where I broke the school record in pole vault and took third at sections for pole vault too. I also started 100 hurdling where I qualified for finals at sections. I also got MVP for my track team. The summer was crazy. I flew so much that I'm silver medallion status for Delta because we went to Hawaii where I got to fulfill a lifelong dream of surfing. That was incredible. And then I also went to Africa. Africa was so amazing. I don't really have many words to describe the experience. I learned so much, made so many meaningful relationships with the kids that I got to be with, and it was just an incredible experience. Being a JC at camp was also one of my favorite things I did this year because I just have a blast at Lutheran Island Camp. I made so many great relationships there too, and I learned so much from working there about myself and how the world is and everything. It's been a really great year.
This year, I got into Math Masters. My team got second place in the championship. This spring, my soccer team made it to the championship, and we won.
Block one!
When we went to Hawaii, my favorite part was the black sand beaches and riding on the waves.
Go.
I can do that! This spring I did track, and my best event was high jump and long jump. I was a pro. And in Hawaii, I jumped off a waterfall, and I did it 5 times. Shout out to Kai Noah. I still love basketball, and I went to camp this year, and me and Dad love to go and watch Evan Hamlin and the Bison.
Put it up, Lena! Yeah!
The best parts of my year were first that we went to Arizona this spring and got to see so many beautiful things, especially the Grand Canyon. Got to show that to the kids, which was an exciting thing to be able to do. Also, our neighbors came to watch Megan's gymnastics meet, which was really special for us to have them there to cheer her on. Of course, I loved Hawaii, like everyone else is saying. For me, the highlight was the swimming with the sea turtles, and then also just having the whole family together, seeing the kids play and swim together and dig sand off the bottom of the pool and all of that they got to do, as well as having meals together with our whole family.
Some of the highlights for me for 2023 are being able to coach the Moorhead girls varsity tennis team. Loved being able to form those relationships, play tennis with them, and one of the highlights for our season was our upset over the number 4 seed in our section and be able to make it to semifinals for sections in Minnesota. Another highlight for me was being able to go to Hawaii with my family. Even though it took me a while to jump off of the waterfall cliff, I was able to conquer that and jump into the lake there. And then also just being able to worship with my family at church and seeing people that have had connections to Minnesota, even Lutheran Island Camp. And then also just being able to spend time with my family is another highlight. Coaching Sarah's basketball team, going to Bison sporting events with the girls, and then watching Megan pole vault and do cross country. So those are some of the highlights that I have of 2023. Some of the highlights for
This spring I did track, and my best event was high jump. This spring I did track. Spring I did track, and my best event
This year, I